and this new video will tell you how to master the verbs which separates in German language, sentence structure with each and every tense in detail video. I hope you're gonna love it. I hope you're gonna shower lots of love. I hope you will share this video to your fellow friends. If you are listening me, if you are watching me for the very first time, then my name is Nidhi Jana. I'm a CEO and the founder of German Gyan. German Gyan provides you online and offline classes. We provide teacher training program, exam preparation, brush-up classes and whatnot. So why to waste time? Let's get into this video.
This is how you can master all the separable verbs in German language. Rules of separable verb in German means Trennbare Verben. Now the first question is, what are separable verbs? So separable verbs are the verbs that are made of a prefix and a main verb. For example, aufstehen. So in this verb, the verb is made up of auf plus stehen, where auf is the prefix and stehen is the main verb, which means to get up. So the prefix is placed at the end of the sentence in present and preteritum tense, means in the main clause. That means whenever you use separable verb, always remember that your main verb will get conjugated at the second place and your prefix will go at the end of the sentence. Now some of the common separable prefixes are ab, an, auf, aus, ein, mit, nach, for, weg, zu. And the third question is, when do they separate? So they get separated in the present tense and in the preteritum tense, where prefix goes at the end of the sentence. In the perfect tense or in future one, the verb stays together and the prefix is not separated. And in the infinitive or su plus infinitive clauses, again they do not get separate. Let's understand the sentence structure of Trennbare verb in different tenses. First is the presence, means the present tense, and in this tense the structure is, first you write the subject, then the verb stamp, means the main verb which gets conjugated according to the subject, then you write the other elements such as objects, and at the end of the sentence you write the prefix of the verb. For the example, ich stehe 6 Uhr auf. In this sentence the verb is aufstehen, so stehen is conjugated at the second place and auf is at the end of the sentence. Another example is, wir räumen die Küche auf, means we clean up the kitchen. In this sentence, aufräumen is the verb. Again, auf is at the end of the sentence because it is a prefix, and räumen gets conjugated according to the subject. Second is the preteritum tense. Now always remember, the sentence structure in preteritum tense are same as the sentence structure in presence. That means here also the structure will be same, but you only have to change one thing, that is the conjugation of the verb in preteritum tense. Means the structure is, first you write the subject, then the verb stamp or the main verb which gets conjugated according to the subject but in the preteritum tense. Then you write the other elements and the prefix goes at the end of the sentence. Now for example, stand früh auf, means he got up early. So now as you can see, stand is the preteritum form of the verb stehen, which is conjugated according to which is the subject. Second example is, sie riefen ihn an, means they called him. Again, riefen is the preteritum form of rufen and the verb over here is anrufen. Third is the perfect tense. Now remember, in this sentence or in this sentence structure, we do not separate the Trennbare verb. So your sentence structure is, first you write the subject, then haben or sein verb, the second place, which gets conjugated according to the subject, then you write the other element, and then at the end of the sentence you have to write the past participle of the Trennbare verb. Now to frame the past participle, first you write the prefix of the Trennbare verb, then write ge in the between or in the middle, and then you have to write the past participle of the main verb. For example, the verb is aufstehen and the past participle will be aufgestanden, where auf is the prefix, ge is the middle part which you always have to write, and standen is the past participle of stehen. Now look at the example to understand it more clearly. And the example is Ich bin aufgestanden, means I got up. So ich is the subject, bin at the second place because aufstehen takes sein verb at the second place in perfect tense, and aufgestanden is the past participle of aufstehen. So you can notice that we have not separated the verb. Another example is Sie haben angerufen, means they called. Again the verb over here is anrufen, which is separable verb, but the verb is not split here. Next tense is Futur eins, means future tense. Here also we do not separate the Trennbare verb, means the structure is subject, then at the second place we use the verb werden, which is conjugated according to the subject, then we write the other element, and at the end of the sentence we write the infinitive form of the Trennbare verb, means we write both the prefix and the verb. For example, Ich werde aufstehen, means I will get up. So here the aufstehen is the infinitive form of the verb. Another example is Du wirst anrufen, means you will call. Modal verb with infinitive. Now we all know that whenever we use modal verb, the action verb goes at the end of the sentence in the infinitive form. The same rule will apply over here. That means if you are using a Trennbare verb with the modal verb, then your Trennbare verb will go at the end of the sentence in the infinitive form. That means you will not separate the prefix and the verb. So the structure will be, first you write the subject, then the modal verb which get conjugated according to the subject at the second place, then you write the other elements, and then at the end of the sentence you will write the Trennbare verb in the infinitive form. That means full infinitive, where we don't separate prefix and verb. For example, Ich muss aufstehen, means I have to get up. So here you can see muss is conjugated at the second place and aufstehen is in the infinitive form. Another example is Wir wollen anrufen, means we want to call. Again anrufen is in the infinitive form. Another sentence structure where we use infinitive form of the main verbs are su plus infinitive. That means the structure is, first you write the su, then the infinitive form of the verb. But remember, if you are using su with a Trennbare verb, then su will come in between prefix and the main verb. For example, the verb is aufstehen, so you will write the su between auf and stehen. For example, ich habe vergessen aufzustehen, means I forgot to get up. Another verb is anrufen. Again you will write the su in between an and rufen, and you will use the verb anzurufen. For example, sie hat versprochen anzurufen, means she promised to call. Inseparable prefixes in German. That means there are some prefixes which look like separable, but they actually do not separate, no matter the tense or the sentences. Inseparable prefixes are p, emp, ent, g, mis, fer, ser. Now I am going to tell you the meanings of these prefixes, but remember the meanings don't always work, means sometimes it changes the meanings also. So the first prefix is be, meaning is to cause or to make. Amp means to receive or to sense. Ent means to remove something or to begin. Means to accomplish or result. Ge, for this the meaning is not fixed, means it always keep on changing. Miss means wrongly or miss. Fer means away, wrong or change. And ser means destroy or to break apart. Example of inseparable verbs are bezahlen, which starts with be, which is a part of inseparable prefix. Bezahlen means to pay. For example, ich bezahle die Rechnung means I pay the bill. Another example is empfangen. Prefix is emp, and empfangen means to receive. For example, wir empfangen viele Gäste means we receive many guests. Next prefix is ent. Verb is entscheiden, and entscheiden means to decide. For example, sie entscheidet sich für das Kleid means she decides on the dress. Next prefix is er. Verb is erreichen. Erreichen means to reach or to achieve. For example, erreicht sein Ziel means he reaches his goal. Fifth prefix is ge. Verb is gehören. Gehören means to belong. For example, das gehört mir means that belongs to me. Another prefix is miss. Verb is missverstehen, and missverstehen means to misunderstand. For example, ich habe dich missverstanden means I misunderstood you. Seventh prefix is ver. Verb is vergessen means to forget. For example, sie vergisst oft die Hausaufgaben means she often forgets the homework. And the last prefix is zer. Verb is zerstören means to destroy. Example, das Feuer zerstört das Haus means the fire destroys the house.
So guys, how was this video? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you loved this content. Thank you so much for shouting lots of love. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, keep learning German with German Gyan. Take care. Cheers.